Hey y'all, welcome back to Candle Pros. My name is Maddox and I thank you for joining today. In today's video, I have an actually kind of big Kringle candle haul. The box weighs 39.1 pounds. I got it in yesterday. I stuck my nose into them yesterday hot off the truck, so today is going to be maybe a different kind of smell, but I do want to put up front that I have already smelled them. And I have 2 dogs in here, not 4, only 2, which is fine by me. Before I go into smelling these, I do want to get a few housekeeping things out of the way. This is the Fall Reserve launch and the Christmas launch. I'm doing all of them in this video. Both collections, they are both launching September 18th, 2025 at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time. That's when they are launching both collections. You can use code CLEANFRESHHOME for 15% off your purchase. And that is a commission code, so I do earn a small bit of commission off that, but it goes right back into the channel. That is how I was actually able to purchase these. Disclaimer, these were not sent in PR, but as an ambassador, I did get the chance to pre-order these with a discount code. So these weren't sent to me, but I did pre-order them. So we have 5 of the Christmas jars, 5 of those, and 6 reserve candles. So I'm going to start with the regular jars because I don't think anyone has shown these yet, that I believe. So let's go ahead and get right into it. These are 100% soy wax candles. They're 22 ounces and they burn up to 100 hours. This first one is Santa's Workshop. Really like the label on that. This one has notes of wood, cherry, tobacco, suede, musk, and cedar. This one is very nice. You get that wood, the little bit of tobacco, the cedar, maybe a little bit of cherry, but it's not like detectable up front. This one's very nice. It reminds me of like a type of leather scent. I'm not sure why, maybe the tobacco, suede, musk, and cedar. But this reminds me of like a leathery type of smell. Not a specific one, just like leather in general, but it is sweet. So if you don't like leather scents, to my nose, this does lean that way, but it is sweet leather to me. Yeah, this one's very nice. So that was Santa's Workshop. Next one we have here is Snow Walk. This one is one of my favorite labels. I love that. Vanilla, peppermint, white chocolate, sandalwood, and musk. If you don't like peppermint, I'd say steer clear of this one. This one is very pepperminty. But the vanilla and white chocolate really sweeten it up, so it's not just a straight up mint scent. It is pepperminty, but it is creamy and sweet due to the white chocolate and vanilla. Sandalwood and musk, I'm not really getting that. The main things, like I say, I'm getting in here, just the peppermint, vanilla, white chocolate. This is a very nice, sweet peppermint candle, so if you don't lean towards those, I say don't get this one because it is very heavy on the peppermint. That's the first thing I get in here. But it is a very, very, very nice candle. I do like it, and I'm excited to burn it. I'm excited to burn all of these, honestly. Who's not? Vintage Christmas. My mom said this kind of reminds her of the Christmas Story, like with the, like the rocking chair, the Christmas tree. It's pretty cool. I like it. Balsam, fruit, spice, cinnamon, wood, and amber. This one is definitely, I do get a balsam note, the fruit, the spice, though I do get wood in here, just a little bit. Sorry, I was making sure I was recording there. Fruit, spice, and mint. Yeah, I really do get quite a bit of the notes. With the exception of maybe like wood is like in the very foreground if it's even there, and then amber. But this one I really get the balsam, the fruit, the spice, and the cinnamon. The cinnamon is not to me, this isn't a really spicy candle. It does have cinnamon, but it's not like spicy, if that makes sense. It does have a little zing, but it's not like a spicy cinnamon like you would get from somewhere else, per se. This one's very nice. It is definitely a Christmas scent. I will say that. So that is Vintage Christmas. Next one, I'm always doing that. I'm always banging the lids around. Oh, this one, I love. This is probably one of my favorite labels too. This one is Kringle Cupcake. I like the gingerbread guy in the back and all of that. I really like this one. This one is vanilla cake, cream, spice, vanilla bean, and sweet. This is really just a basic vanilla scent. I think, in my opinion, they could have done something different. They could have, yes, it has a spice note in there, which isn't really detectable to my nose. Maybe the more I smell it, the more I get a little spice, but this is like a basic fragrance of, it's like a vanilla, not cake pop, but vanilla creamy cake type of scent, which is vanilla cake cream, all that. So to me, this is a pretty basic scent. I would have rather seen them go with like maybe like a more spice heavy on this, just so it could differ from other brands. And like I said, there is a spice note in here, but it's not really prominent, so it doesn't really stand out from other brands, which is fine, but I'd rather it have more spice in it, so it could stand out. But anyway, that is Kringle Cupcake. Last regular jar we have is Christmas Tree Farm. I told my mom, I said, I'll order you another one of these. I'll order like another one because she really likes it. Fir needle, balsam, pine, orange, wood, and musk. Yeah, she really, I don't know why she likes this one so much. She said it reminds her of like her childhood, so I could see that. Everything has a scent, not everything, but a lot of things have scent memories. And this one really made her happy. She was like, I'm not giving it back. I was like, you have to. Fir needle, yes. Balsam, yes. Pine, yes. Wood, musk, maybe a little bit, but that orange note is what's making this stand out from other candle brands, pine, balsam type of fragrances. Because it's not just it is pine. It's first and foremost pine, balsam, fir needle, whatever. But that orange note and the wood and musk are kind of bringing like a depth to it. Honestly, I'd say this could have been a reserve candle because when we get there, I'll tell you more. But reserve candles are more out of the box complex fragrances. By no means is this like complex, but it is pretty different. So I would have bought this if it was in a reserve. Because of the orange, wood, and musk, it's making it stand out, like I said, from other candle brands, which I really like. Yeah, I like this one. So that is Christmas Tree Farm. Now we're getting into the 6 reserve fragrances, which are these. These retail for $34. I think these retail for $31 or $32. Don't quote me on that. It's either one of those though. These retail for $34. Like I said, I have a discount code, CLEANFRESHHOME, 15% off your purchase. This one, these reserve fragrances, like I said on that last one, I'll get to these. These are more complex, more out of the box fragrances, and it kind of gives Kringle candle makers, like perfumers for them, it kind of gives them more of like an ability to work with different types of fragrances. Because of the option and the price point that we pay for these, it gives them more of an ability to use higher quality premium fragrance oils. So these are definitely more out of the box complex fragrances, but you know, they use higher quality premium fragrance oils. So this first one is Midnight Oud. I like this because the owl's black and white and then his eye is in color. That's like my favorite thing about this one label. Amber. Now, all these reserve ones have amber in it, just like the regular fall lineup. Amber, wood, fir needle, patchouli, tonka, and wood. This one, if you've ever had from a few Reserve launches ago, Blackjack and Polo. It was in the collection with Tea Time, like the grass type of fragrance, and then Tangelo Sour. This smells like, to me it smells like a cologne, but it's not like a mahogany, teakwood, noir type of cologne. It's not anything like that. It leans the way like the Blackjack and Polo did. So if you like those, you can get them on the Labor Day sale. I don't know if that's going still or not. But this would be your next best option after those leave. Because this one reminds me of those. So I do like this one. It's not like unique to just this fragrance because it reminds me of a few other fragrances that Kringle has had in the same kind of lineup, Reserve. But yeah, I do like this one. It's very nice. So that's Midnight Oud. Okay, next we have, a lot of these I'm going to be honest, y'all, I don't really like. Now, you'll see here, there's like this white stuff. There were a lot of packing peanuts in here, and our AC is still out, so it kind of melted to the jar. So that's not Kringle's fault. It's my fault for leaving them in with the styrofoam packing peanuts. This one is Ambered Apple and Walnut. This one smells nothing like the label to me. Sweet apple, walnut, peach, caramel, praline, coffee, buttered woods, whipped mocha, brown sugar, and amber. Yeah, I don't know what I'm smelling here. My dad says he gets a lot of the green apple, which I can kind of see now. Yeah, I guess I get some green apple, but this one is really like a nutty fragrance. So if you don't like walnut or pralines or, you know, anything like that, I'd say steer clear. I think the reason this one is kind of weird to me is because I never smelled anything like it. And, you know, so it's like not in a wheelhouse I've smelled before. It's a nice fragrance the more I smell it. But yes, it's very nutty. Peach. I don't really get a peach note in here. I don't get any coffee note or whipped mocha, so if you're scared of that, I don't get any of that. And I think the reason is because the nuttiness in this is overpowering a lot of the other stuff. But I like this one. If I was in a Kringle store and I smelled it, would I buy it? Probably not. But it's a nice fragrance. The more I smell it, the more I get the apple. So this one will take some time getting used to, but I like it. Next one, example of what I'm talking about right there. This one is Forest Noir. Sorry, that was really quick. I love the label on this one too. Fir balsam, lime, lemon, ginger blossom, cedarwood, clove, leather, oud, amber, patchouli, and patchouli. When I told my mom, I made the mistake of telling her before she smelled it, this one smells kind of grassy to me. Oh, I didn't like that. And she smelled it, she's like, and I said, smell it again with a different mindset. She was like, yeah, it's actually not bad. So that there's truths of like when you tell someone what it smells like to you and they smell it, they're probably going to smell what you smelled because they have that in their mind, you know. Anyway, fir balsam is by no means Christmas tree fir balsam. Like it's not piney at all, is what I'm saying. I honestly, maybe a little hint of lime, but it's like not anything citrusy. Like when I smell this, I don't get anything citrusy at all. This one's really nice. Like it smells like the photo. Like it actually smells like I'm there walking on the grass. If you're thinking Tea Time from Kringle, like the Reserve one, by no means is it like that. That one is more like a damp grass, wet grass that was just mowed, you know. This one is more of like a more outdoorsy type of grass scent, but the grass is very low. Maybe I do get a little bit of the patchouli and the cedarwood, but this one I really, really, really like. And I usually wouldn't pick this up based on the scent notes, right? But honestly, when I ordered these, I didn't read the scent notes. I knew I wanted them all, so I just ordered them. But yeah, this one's very nice. I like this one. This one is Forest Noir. Next one we have is Spice, Tobacco, and Cedar. Let me look. I think this one is probably my least favorite. Bergamot, Mandarin, Violet Leaf, Lily of the Valley, Spiced Rose, Patchouli Embers, Black Amber, Cedarwood, and Musk. Okay, when I smell it not like this, it smells way better. Okay, you want to know what's funny though? This one's called Spice, Tobacco, and Cedar, but it has no tobacco note in it. That's funny to me. Okay, this one, if I'm being honest, I don't know. I feel like I get Patchouli Embers, maybe Black Amber, Cedarwood, and Musk, but to me this smells very dirt-like. I don't know where that's coming from. I definitely get patchouli in here, but it's almost leaning a bit dirt earthy to me, or earthy dirt, however you want to say it. It's very weird. Based on the note in the photo, or based on the name in the photo, you wouldn't think that at all. But yeah, this one is very earthy dirt to me, with mix of patchouli, wood, and amber. Patchouli, not wood, sorry, cedar wood and amber. This one's definitely probably the most complex one in this batch. This one is Spice, Tobacco, and Cedar. Two more, guys. This one is Pumpkin Oud. This one I don't like either. I like the label though. Pumpkin, Spice, Amber, Ginger, Cinnamon, and Cedar. My mom says this is like the authentic pumpkin spice type of smell. Or the pumpkin spice, you know, everything she said that's in here. This is that smell without the gourmand. So I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. Because this is what I'm sure a lot of the base ones smell like without all the vanilla, the caramel, the sweet cream, pumpkin cream, you know, all of that gourmand bakery type of stuff. She's like, that's what this smells like without all the sweet stuff. I was like, you know what? You're actually kind of right. I don't know. It still has weird notes to me. Pumpkin, I do get pumpkin, I do get spice, I do get amber. Maybe it's the ginger in here, because there is ginger. I think the ginger is kind of what's throwing me off in this one. Yeah, it's a nice one. If I smelled it in the store, would I buy it? Probably not. But it's a very nice one. I like it. But I wouldn't like long for it, you know. Fog and Embers. Love the label on this one too. I like the labels on all of them, I guess. Amber, Cypress, Aromatic, Fern, and Moss. This one is probably my favorite from the reserves. This one is so good. Oh my goodness. It is a cologne-y one too. To my nose, it smells nothing like fog or like embers, like bonfire embers or anything like that. Definitely amber in here. Definitely cypress. Well, honestly, this is really just a cologne scent to my nose. And I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. I like it. Yeah, this one's very nice. And it doesn't compare to Blackjack or Polo from that collection. This one's kind of like its own unique cologne scent. Once again, to me, it doesn't lean mahogany, teakwood, or noir. It's like, think of it as like a cologne scent, but it's sweet cologne. Not like vanilla, the amber. Think of amber cologne, really. I really like this one, guys. So, anyway, that is all for this early haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you will be purchasing from this collection. Once again, it releases September 18th, 2025 at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time. And you can use the code in the description box down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.